Hello guys, Electromech here. When we last left off, we were cultivating and seeding and everything. This guy is done cultivating. I'm gonna store this cultivator. And the other guy is still sowing. But I'll just, since this tractor is done, I'll just hook up the trailer and prepare it for the next harvest. Okay, so those of you who have been watching know that I narrate mostly in post-editing. So today I'm gonna make this a sort of special episode. I'll narrate this much as a vlog. What? No, that doesn't make sense. Stop recording! Stop! Abort! 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 Okay. So, as I was saying, I'll narrate this pretty much as a vlog and not pay too much attention to what's going on in-game. Except for some crucial moments. If you like this format better, please do say so in the comments, because I'm experimenting here. Okay, let's do this. So a couple of weeks ago, I went to my friend's apartment to help prepare some food for a bike co-op assembly meeting thing. We were quite a few working in the kitchen and the dining room. Being an introvert, this sort of interaction usually suffices for a day, so when everything was cooked, I renounced to go to Coincidentally, my friend had taken a fall while cycling the day before and hurt her leg. So it was most advisable for her to stay home. Since the crew left with the food and there was only 3 of us remaining, my friend suggested that we'd watch a movie. After a bit of discussion, I was down to watch anything really. After a bit of discussion, we settled on this, I think it's a Spanish film from Spain. The guy's a book author, and this was... I can't remember the title, unfortunately, and my friend is on vacation, and I forgot to ask what the title was. But this author made this film, and it's somewhat of an autobiography? How do you pronounce that? Anyway, it portrayed some aspects of his life, but it was a really messed up film. Anyway, so we sat down on the couch, and it didn't take too long before we ended up huddled together. Now, get this. This kind of situation never, and I say never, happened to me before. It's just not something that happened in my family or my circle of friends. So this happening to a socially awkward geek slash nerd slash introvert pretty much is to the level of a fantasy coming true. Let that sink in for a moment. And let me fast forward just a little bit, because at this point in the gameplay, I was really close to the moment, and do you recognize this? It's pretty slow, and yes, that's the clip I took for my intro video bit. I really like this intro clip. I think it's really ironic with the Formula 1 car sound, but in reality this is so slow. Okay, that's enough of this, and let's forward to when the guy is almost done seeding or sowing that field. One nice thing about this game, though, is that the sunsets, they look really nice, and you have some very impressive shots if you want. Like, look at this. You've got like the mountains and the sunset and the clouds with a tractor going along a slope. What can you say? It's just beautiful. But anyway, I was running low on money seeding this field, so I fast forwarded the time a couple times, and now after the guy is done, it's nighttime. Look at that lighthouse over there. That's an interesting light beam pattern. Anyway, let's get back to the subject at hand. And just before my little interruption, you might have thought something in the lines of, "Wait, what are you saying, Electromech? Are you talking about a sexual fantasy? You're talking about this girl and all, and saying the word fantasy." Well, no. Now, I don't know if all introverts or a good portion of us are like this, but for me, I have fantasies about different, really simple and commonplace social interactions. Mainly due to the fact that I've never had the guts to put myself in those situations, or because I felt it was inappropriate or uncomfortable to put myself in those situations. Now this might sound like a contradiction, because on one hand I really want to have those interactions with those people, but on the other hand I have some really strong inhibitions to having those reactions. I don't know if it's related to shame or shyness, but nonetheless. And I have a lot of, dilemmas or contradictions about myself and how I see the world and stuff. It makes me wonder if extroverts don't have those dilemmas, or any dilemmas at all, or if they're just carefree or careless. Can any one of you relate to this? Please feel free to discuss about it in the comments if you're either an introvert or an extrovert, and your take on it. Okay, so those guys will be ready for the next harvest, and let's jump to that. As you guys know, I don't like to work in the nighttime. So here we are, harvesting. Like I mentioned in my GPS mod review, I have this weird pattern because I'm using the GPS mod and the auto steer kind of feature. Please don't mind the honking, I was probably just mashing buttons on my controller. Okay, this is getting boring for you guys, I imagine. So let's switch over to when I'm picking the straws for making it different. As you can see on the left of the screen, before switching I had the time to come back for a second pass with the combine. But now I'm picking up some straw. This is an excellent strategy to get more revenue at the beginning of the game, because you can sell the straw at the straw sell point, which is right next to your home and your farm, and the field is right next to it. So buy the small straw bale wagon, because you can't handle the big ones with the tractors from the beginning of the game anyway. And this, I mean, the fields are small, so it's not like it gets filled up a lot due to the size of the field. So straw is a good place to start making more money. And when you're playing single player like this, breaking up like the harvesting and the picking up of the straw and emptying your combine is one way to break up the monotony of that you can get in this game at times. I mean, I like this game a lot, but it can get monotonous, especially in the beginning, when you don't want to hire the workers because it costs money, so you're pretty much doing everything by yourself. Of course, that GPS mod helps a lot. Like, I mean, look at those straight lines in the field. I mean, you can't do that with just driving by yourself. And most of the combines nowadays, I mean, this Sampo looks pretty modern, so most modern equipment will have either it comes with it, the equipment, a GPS will come with it, or it's an option that you can get on it with the auto steer and everything. So it's relatively commonplace in real farms. Also, now that the Follow Me mod is out, and I was really excited about it. I mean, if you watch my review, you pretty much get the idea of how much excited I was about this. Because now, since this save game is pretty much still in the beginning stages, I will be able to use the Follow Me mod to have the picker. I forget the name. The auto loading wagon. I mean, there's another name in the game. But anyway, I can get the tractor to follow the combine right in its tracks, and that way I can pick up the straw without having to go back after I've harvested. So that's a big plus. I can probably even manage to have the tractor with the trailer, the tipper, to follow me on the side and having the pipe out and just dumping in the trailer as I go. But I think I might encounter some problems at the end when I turn, so I'm not too sure about that.
I found a perfect girl. She's from another world. She puts a smile on my face and takes me to outer space. She takes me higher, now I'm losing ground. Starlight shines over you tonight, oh tonight. 'Cause in the city night, she makes me see that I see the light. 'Cause in the city night, she makes me see that I see the
Okay, so like I was saying, here are some pretty immediate returns. Well, relatively immediate, because, you know, you have to pick up the straw after harvesting. But as you can see on my money, my account balance, I'm already at, what is that, 10,165? That's good, and I'm gonna get some more money as I'm picking up more straw. But right now, I'm gonna get this off of the field and move it to its next location for the next harvest, which is field 38, if I remember correctly. Now pay very close attention to how much this combine sounds like a vacuum cleaner at 4 times speed. Yep, I was right. Let's field 38. We're almost there. So as we can see, the crop is already growing some. I still don't know why this half is more grown than the other half. Well, actually, I might know. It might be because I fast forward time when I was having the guy sow the field. Well, since this is ready, I'm gonna launch that guy and take this tractor over there as well. This tractor also sounds like a vacuum cleaner. This should be a good spot. And let's finish this. I usually like to, when I'm picking up straw, to do this pattern where I don't have to turn a very sharp turn, and I'm like picking it up by sections, and it's like if I moved the section sideways until I have to start over this little dance again. But right now we're pretty much at the end of the video. And it's time for my YouTuber feature. It is the Unstoppable Gamer. As I can see here, he's got a variety of games. Left 4 Dead 2, Grand Theft Auto, Minecraft, of course, Call of Duty, Killing Spree. No, that's a Minecraft thing. LCPD, Call of Duty. And yeah, some variety here, so you might want to check him out. And this concludes today's episode. I want to thank you very much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Love you guys, and as always, have a good one.